BTMreview.com here with the Walking Dead podcast, here with Pat and Riverman. What's up?
Hey, what's up, brother?
Howdy, folks.
I'm Aaron, and back again this week because I wasn't here for last week's big episode.
You don't let me take a week off, but you get a week off.
Actually, you totally took a week off at this season. Don't lie.
When?
We've all taken a week off this season, actually.
And last week was, I mean, you guys might have actually brought it up. I don't know what went on last week, but it started with Pat not able to do it, and then Todd wasn't able to. Todd couldn't do it because we couldn't do that makeup day, and then I couldn't do it, and that was a big thing. It happens. It is what it is. It's just The Walking Dead, for fuck's sake. Who cares? But anyway, I'll kind of start off by saying last week, just my 2 cents on last week's really quick. Sure. I liked last week's. I liked it. I thought it was good. I enjoyed them finding a new environment. I enjoyed the new characters. They introduced Todd from fucking T2. You know, that's who that was. What's his name? The leader of the new community.
Todd?
That's
really?
Todd.
No wonder
That's
why
Todd.
I liked him.
She's not my mother, Todd.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was saying I liked him, and I didn't know why.
Oh my God.
Or the sleazebag from Candyman, the guy that, you know, fucking sold out his wife for that his student. But yeah, either way. But yeah, that was Todd. So I liked seeing those new characters. I liked, of course, I liked the introduction there where they were quick to just kick some ass and kill that one guy and stab. I liked that whole scene. I thought it was cool. And so in this. So this new episode, I watched them back to back.
You got to give a rating for last week. I kind
a
of
rating.
know.
I'll give a rating real quick. Like I said, I watched back to back. I binged these 2 episodes back to back, so I'm trying to blur the lines on which one is which. But I think the first episode there, Knives on Tot, Dog's Dick Knot. What was it called?
Knots and tie.
Knots and tie. I wasn't even close.
Well, you were with knives on top.
Something about Dick Knot.
Son of a bitch.
I don't want to. Yeah, I'm not going to break it down heavy because I can't remember the pros and cons. I thought it was great how. Oh, you know what? I loved it a lot because I love right from the beginning. They're like, Carl, you're staying behind. There was no Morgan, none of that, and we followed just the central group, like the characters that we actually care the most about. You know, I know you don't like any of them, River, but the ones that we do like the best. The whole episode focused on them. You know, it was Daryl, it was Michonne, it was Rick in a camper, seeing these new characters in this new community. So I thought it was great in that sense, and it really wasn't any fluff. It just kind of got to the point, and I enjoyed it. I don't know, it's at least an 8. I'm not going to think too hard about it. I liked it. Now the new episode, I think it's probably got maybe a slight edge over the newest one because the newest one we had fucking Morgan's bullshit. We got his annoying ass.
Yeah. But they murdered the shit. As far as action goes, this has been the best episode since we came back. So
it was really good. Like I said, I watched them together. So when I watched this new one, when this new one came on, I'm like, fuck, there's Morgan. I enjoyed him not being there with his moral compass in the last episode. But no, it was really good, and they actually proved again that they can do it. They can splice. When this episode came on, I was disappointed because I saw Carol making the cookies. I'm like, fuck, are we gonna have one of these episodes? It was fine because it didn't last very long. But I was instantly disappointed because I thought, okay, we're gonna have an episode where it's just fucking back in Alexandria with Carol or whatever. And I thought Rick and everybody was still back at the other town. So I thought it was going to be one of those deals, but I was pleasantly surprised that they had already made it back home, and we got to already go back to the other town. And yeah, they went all Comic-Con. They killed everybody silent assassin style. I was
kind of jumping ahead. Pat and I I just want to say, Pat and I last week were talking about that they should probably check out the establishment of where these guys are before they actually, raid it. But obviously they didn't. They took the guy's word for it and just drew some map. Oh, we're going to go here, here, and here, and then we're going to kill all these people. It's like,
for the sake of pacing, I'm glad they didn't, Todd. Well, I'm glad we didn't have a whole episode of them on fucking lookout in the woods. Can you imagine? I was totally happy that they jumped.
I would think it's not as smart of a move, but I mean, obviously these guys they sleep through everything, so
apparently.
Yeah. And that was weird.
Atomic bomb.
While I was watching that, I'm thinking, is there not one asshole here that just can't sleep tonight?
Yeah,
that's just kind of tossing and turning. Everybody's passed out like a baby.
Right, until like all of a sudden they start using the automatic weapons, and even then still, like, you don't see everybody like coming out of, like, running out of their beds all sleepy eyed and shit. It's just like, oh hey, how's it going, Dad?
Literally, like I was just waiting for that one guy and one bunk mate to be like, "Oh, I was just laying here with my eyes closed. I'm fucking not sleeping."
Or
But
not one of them missed while they were driving a knife through the somebody's fucking head.
Yeah, you think you would wake up for like a split second and yell like in pain,
or make a noise or something. But whatever.
I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, if they were doing it right, I guess not. I don't know. But yeah, this was like, was there any zombie deaths in this? It was all like people on people. It was pretty.
There was one, the severed head zombie.
Yeah, there was a couple of them because they had to kill a couple zombies to make it look like the leader of the Hilltopper when they used the decoy head there to start their.
Which they all looked like it.
Which yeah, they really did. Like as if you've seen how many times you've seen this guy a handful of times. Even as a zombie, he's going to look fucking different. Even with his head cut off, he's going to look fucking different. So you wouldn't be able to tell one from the other. Jesus,
I wouldn't know what a zombie Pat looked like. I mean,
exactly. I wouldn't know what a zombie Riverman would look like.
Well, and we've seen footage of like real life decapitations, and those heads look nothing when they're dead and they're bloated and they're all swollen. They look nothing like. I mean, any one of those could have passed. I just thought it was weird how. All right, let's all go out. We'll scavenge. We'll find. They found 3 pretty good ideal candidates really quick.
Yeah.
Because we watch this show every week and we never see zombies like that look that human. They're always decayed and disgusting. And they found 3 pretty ideal matches there.
Especially for being 2 years into the whole zombie apocalypse thing too.
No, they never decay. Zombies don't decay.
What?
Being an asshole. I read an article today that one of those heads was the one they actually chose. That Rick, which by the way made me laugh, him punching the fucking nose.
That was pretty funny.
It was just so weird. And the thought of him just punching a prop head on set is.
I thought the dialogue out of that guy too was funny about how Negan ain't got shit on Rick.
Yeah, that's funny. Well, I read an article today that Greg Nicotero said that head that they ended up using was a Johnny Depp head.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, it was a Johnny Depp model after Johnny Depp's prop head. So, which is interesting. But I
just want to throw this out real quick. The highlight of the episode.
The puppet head?
No, he's becoming my new favorite character. Was Abraham's quote, or Dingleberry's brown? He says that to his girlfriend that he's breaking up with.
Yeah, why are Dingleberry's brown? It's just the way shit is.
As he's walking out the door, he's leaving her for Sasha.
Dude, honestly, that scene kind of hurt my soul, man. That was fucking harsh what he said. I thought you were the only woman left in the world, and I found out I was wrong.
That was pretty brutal.
That was brutal, man. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's more realistic that way, I think.
Oh, I don't know if anybody'd be that fucking cold, man. Because I get if Rosita was a total bitch, I can see someone saying that in anger. But she was being a total sweetheart. She's like nice. Like, how do you hurt someone like that?
We've never seen her griping at him or bitching at him about anything.
The zombie apocalypse, and not everybody has to stay in love. I mean, come on.
But you have that realism, though, of him keeping somebody on the back burner. Yeah. I did enjoy the beginning scene where he kind of felt like he was denied by Sasha, and then he's back in bed with Rosita because we thought they were done. And then he's sitting there saying, yeah, she's the greatest thing in the world. It's like, oh, isn't that real life, keeping somebody?
Ever since he lost that necklace, he just jumped off the wagon, the Rosita wagon.
Oh, yeah, there was those little subtleties there. Like, oh, he left the necklace. All these little context cues that were a little cheesy, but I don't know. What'd you think about, when they actually made it to whatever Negan's facility is called? I don't remember what it was called. But yeah, the little fucking puppet head where he's like, I don't know. That made me laugh.
Puppet head?
Yeah, where the guy
grabbed a head and he inspected it and he said he used the lips to talk. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
I did like that.
It was really stupid. But yeah, I don't know. And then from there, what else is there to really say? It just became action. It became like they experiment with certain genre crossing, and that just felt like a different type of show or slash movie with that whole deal, the whole infiltration and silently killing everybody. It was really cool. I don't know.
Then Glenn's conscience is kicking in, though. I mean, he's all sad that he has to kill actual people.
I never realized he hadn't actually killed a person.
I know. Of all the people that, like, the governor's camp and all those other terminus.
Right.
He'd never accidentally hit somebody. I mean, come on now. I mean,
even so, it's different. Even so, they're killing someone in their sleep. It's still, even if he had killed it.
Yeah, I mean, it is a different type of animal than just blindly shooting into a crowd. But still,
that's somebody that's attacking you. It's one of those things where they haven't, they even said it. What did one of them say? If we don't do it, you're going to do it to us. Whatever. I get it. It's why he killed him. I would be the same way. I guess it's different than
No, you wouldn't. After 3 years of this, I mean, you'd be stone cold. I think.
I'd be cold blooded.
Yeah, you'd be like Rick.
I'm just saying what those people have been used to, getting infiltrated, of people opening fire on you. It's a little different. It's a little bit different.
Once you're surrounded by all that death, I mean, I don't know. Your morals just go out the window. I think, but that's just my personal opinion.
Do you think it'd be easier? Okay, this is a fun question. Do you think it'd be easier to kill somebody, Patton River, somebody in their sleep, and you can just kind of turn your mind off and not question who that person is, or would it be harder if their eyes were open and they were like begging for mercy?
It's either me or them. So
no. Regardless, it's either you or them in either situation. I'm saying which one would be easier.
At that point, it just be to me, it would be kind of just become like a work duty, more or less. You just do it. You just do it, and you just did it, and on to the next thing.
It might be easier if they're asleep, because like I said, you don't have to associate any humanistic qualities with them. You know?
There's definitely the air of you're not having to place, your own empathy or just kind of yourself in those shoes. So
it's that whole thing of you could probably put a dog down if you were like a euthanasia, if it wasn't your dog and you didn't bond with that dog.
But then you see all like the photos of the guy had hanging up there with like, I don't know what he did to the zombies.
It wasn't the zombies. I think that was a nod to what's coming. Those were faces that were bashed by the baseball bat.
Because there was nothing left of those people's heads. So
that was there were trophies, and I think that was a nod to what's going to happen. And and there's also another nod that's clearly what he does. That's his little fetish or whatever, because they said they did that to that kid that came into Hilltop just to kind of show their dominance. They beat his face into a bloody pulp, and they didn't mention a bat, but I'm sure that's what it was.
Didn't it kind of upset you though, with all the gunfire and everything, that none of Rick's gang got even clipped or anything?
I'm surprised. I thought like that new black guy.
You could have killed him off or somebody.
Well, some of these newcomers that have popped up, I thought might have taken a bullet.
Yeah, I thought they'd put an incidental Alexandria character in there just for good measure, or a couple of them just to die, you have to have the just the collateral damage in there. So I for sure was surprised that nobody got anything out of it. I thought for sure somebody was going to die.
No, they went in there like fucking SEAL Team 6, and I mean nothing happened to them.
I'm telling you, whoever's got I know Rick was a police officer and has some training, but I didn't realize they had clearing room tactical training and all that good stuff. They are coordinated.
Yeah.
I don't know, and even Father Gabriel had his whole "Vio con Dios."
I kind of like the Father Gabriel scene.
It was pretty cool.
He went all Sam Jackson quoting the Bible and shit on him.
It's fun. My wife and I were sitting there watching that, and then I was like, "Why the hell is he still wearing that? The preacher's uniform?"
Because it makes him hard to see at night, dude.
And then Rick said the same thing like 2 seconds later. I was like, "Yep."
I thought that was kind of a funny exchange, actually.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. Now, so Father Gabriel is showing a little redemption in his character because he was fucking a waste of space for about a season. Now, the only thing is Morgan. I thought we were having that same thing with Morgan, because when they had their little town hall meeting, Morgan stands up, and when he said, "And you're sure we can beat him?" I thought, "Oh, good, he's coming around." But then he's like, then he did his old Morgan shit again, trying to talk him out of it. When is this going to stop? Because his character's annoying the fuck. I'm convinced he's going to get it.
That's what we were talking about. Negan's going to kill him.
I am too. Morgan's going to be the one Negan kills.
He's going to lay down his bow, and he's going to get fucking beaten to death with a baseball bat.
Because, I mean, literally, I thought if his character isn't drinking Rick's Kool-Aid by now, it's just he's going to die. There's no changing of this character. There's nothing going forward.
Either that or him using his magical non-killing powers saves them somehow, and he gets a chance to be like, "See," but
and then Negan turns around and kills him.
I don't see Morgan sticking around longer than the end of this season, though. I don't. The character arc has just. Where do you go from here with him?
Yeah,
it's already been. It started to get. It was basically beaten into the ground after his big long hour and a half episode.
Right.
Any further, it's done. I mean, I can't. They better not. I don't see them centering any more plot line on him besides what we saw today. Just little moments for the next few episodes until he gets it. I don't know, and it's really not going to be powerful just because I totally expect it coming. I mean, I'll enjoy watching him get his face beat in. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
I bet you even volunteers himself to get killed by Negan.
Yes.
Well, we even said that too. Like maybe he'll like martyr himself because he's starting to feel remorse. On the topic of remorse, though, I do find that little nod was cool at the beginning where Carol had left the cookie on the kid's grave, Sam's, because she feels guilty for his PTSD.
Fuck that little wiener
Yeah,
kid.
I was hoping somebody pissed on his grave.
No, but I'm saying that was cool because you almost kind of forget. Yeah, that's right. She's the one that put the fear of God into him when she was acting all fucking crazy, and that's the reason why he spaced out and everybody got eaten. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he
I
wouldn't
thought-
have lasted anyway. So it was...
No, I agree, but I thought that was pretty cool. Gosh, I mean, what else? How did this one end? I'm having trouble remembering.
With Maggie and Carol getting kidnapped by a couple of the ladies that are.
Oh, yeah. As they were leaving, the guy took off on. Was that Daryl's bike? Whose motorcycle was that?
Yeah, I think so.
It was Daryl's bike for when they got jacked by Negan's guys the last time.
And he still got his crossbow stolen.
The first time, yeah, when he got his crossbow stolen.
So and then there was like, okay, so they're talking the walkie-talkie. I thought it was a great cliffhanger, and honestly, these two episodes, because I watched them back to back once again, they were a nice transition. It was the most. We don't usually get in episodes that's like a direct follow up with The Walking Dead, because it really was. Oh, I like the first episode. Hopefully they'll kick. I want to continue watching this, and to my surprise and my delight, they actually gave me a second episode where we're fucking continuing the arc. Thank God. So hopefully the next episode does that too. There's only a few more left, so hopefully they don't stray too far. I mean, because they want to introduce Negan, they want to do that whole deal. I just don't know what's going to take 3 episodes to do it, so I am a little scared we're going to get a flashback episode or something.
Well,
in
they're
here.
gonna get kid. Go ahead, Pat.
It looks like we're in present time with the 2 girls who kidnapped Maggie and Carol in the next episode and trying to get them back.
I think Pat called somebody would get kidnapped here. Because isn't that what usually happens towards the end of the season? Somebody gets kidnapped.
I did. I think I might have said something about somebody was going to get left alone, then somebody's going to get kidnapped, and we're going to have to go do this.
Like the whole Beth thing all over again.
Well, they've just done it so many times where one of them gets isolated, then something bad happens to him, then the group has to go save them, and then one of them gets isolated.
Andrea, this happens every season.
This happened to Lori.
Lori, Andrea.
I mean, fuck. Even the first like episode, Rick's fucking caught in a tank. He needs Glenn to help him save him. So
Daryl's brother. I mean,
yeah.
You guys missed an Abraham-ism. What about the whole when you poured the pancake batter, or when you poured?
yeah,
the
we talked about that last week.
We talked
Did
about
you
that
when
last
you
week.
poured the batter? Were you trying to make pancakes?
That's why I'm starting to like Abraham because he is funny, man.
Yeah, he is funny. What was the whole deal with the Sasha thing at the beginning? Was that like deliberate? Like, hey, I don't want to get. Is she basically saying I'm not interested, or is she like, oh no, I don't want to get hurt type of thing, and she's walking away? What's the deal there? I'm going to trade you out with Eugene. Which Eugene, he had his moment of deadpan where he just shows up all awkward with the Rosita thing after he broke Rosita's heart, he's just standing there, right?
Yeah, and he just starts. What is it? He just starts talking about something.
I don't know what he says. He says something sort of relevant, but not relevant, just in pure his fashion. But what was the whole thing with the Sasha thing? What does that mean, you think?
It just Sasha doesn't. I don't know if Sasha really wants to get close to anybody after Bob.
Yeah.
So I think she might have just kind of shut herself off.
She needs to have a conversation with Rick and ask him what he did to move on so quick.
Or maybe Sasha's racist and doesn't really know how to tell Abraham she's not into white guys.
Well, he's not white; he's ginger.
Yeah. So
Really?
even sorry, I only am into people with souls.
Oh, what about Tara? I'm hoping she gets knocked out.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sick of
the
her,
way-
man.
Holy fucking shit! She's big as a house. Like
Yes.
as episodes go, it's ridiculous.
She's as big as Denise. They're like
Yeah,
the same
I know.
size
That's
now.
that's what I said. Yeah, she's.
And it didn't make it look good as far as hiding her goes and hiding her pregnancy
Well,
when they
they're-
put her right next with the fat chick.
Well, and it like they're basically like just like screaming out the fact that they're doing it. There's that one like profile shot that they had in the most recent episode where it's kind of the camera's kind of low and there's that plate standing up that's actually blocking half of Tara's front on the profile, so you can't tell that she's big basically. Which God bless them, they have to do what they got to do, but it's just ridiculous.
Is it not like sports and stuff where they got to sign a contract not to get pregnant. It's kind of like getting hurt. I mean,
can't do that.
I know, but
There's been other shows that have had to work around it. I can't remember a lot of
soap
shows
operas do.
A lot of shows will write it into the show too.
Yeah, they'll write it in, or the actresses actually work around the off season when they're not shooting production.
I was recently watching Frasier, and when Daphne got pregnant, real life,
she was big as a house, wasn't she?
yeah.
Huge.
And they wrote into the show that she got depressed when was overeating.
Yes,
and then to explain her maternity leave, they sent her to a spa, like a spa club where she'd lose weight or whatever. They did whatever. I mean, I'll take that over trying to hide it. Like Daphne's fucking huge as a house, but
I'm just sick of Tara's character in general, though.
she's by the wayside. She's representing
Just
the
annoying.
LGBT.
Just annoying.
One of them.
I like Aaron, but I can't stand Tara.
I liked Aaron's character in this.
I like
he had
Aaron, too.
He had a minimal part, but I mean, the lines that he delivered and his piece of it was really good. Just him standing.
I think Aaron's going to stick around for a while, honestly.
I think his balls are starting to drop. He's starting to become a man, which is nice.
Well, he was about it when even when we first met him, so he had to do what he had to do.
Oh, I know. He's starting to realize it, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, what's your prediction for the next episode, Pat? You said it is going to continue. You think it's gonna be real?
I saw the trailer for the next episode coming up, and it looks like the girls who kidnapped Carol and Maggie there. It looks like they actually take them to another place, so we could assume it's maybe the other hideout where Negan is at. So maybe this will be the episode where we get to meet him, but they didn't show like any big reveal or anything. It just showed them threatening one of the two girls, and so I think it's going to involve them kind of a caper thing, trying to get them back somehow, some way.
At the beginning, they were saying Negan was going to show up in the last episode, but there was an article or whatever last week saying that he's probably going to show up earlier than we thought. There's only 4 more episodes. I hope they introduce him at least in 2 weeks or so. But I'm looking forward to him because this second half of the season has been a drastic change. I mean, I know you guys didn't like the second episode so much, but I think consistently the first 4 episodes have been great.
As far as a collective body of work, I'd say as far as a second half of season goes, this is probably the best one they've had in a while.
I agree.
Since when have they ever had 4 really good episodes in a row?
Well, I wouldn't call it really good, but
I would. I'd say they're. I mean,
I'd call the second one a turd, but the rest were really good. I thought.
I like it.
The second one was okay, but the pacing has been great in all of them, I think. And as far as the story arc goes, it's been completely compelling and entertaining. So it's all you could really hope for.
I think, and in the second episode, in context with the first 4, if you were to binge all of them, I think the second one's a nice breather, and it's a lot of fun. I have no problem with it being in a collection like this. I mean, I think every episode has been a 7 to a 10 in that range somewhere. That's good. I'll take it. I'll take it instead of. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to kind of give my prediction, but.
Well, what's your prediction?
Basically, I think Carol might get it too this season. I think she might get axed out of the picture. Yeah.
Maybe.
They've been kind of focusing on her quite a bit this past season, and there's some major episodes like this, and the fact that she's getting close to somebody at the camp, and she's finally starting to get some.
We didn't even talk about that.
And the whole cookie thing, I mean, I don't know. I could see her. I mean, obviously Maggie's not going to get knocked off.
Well, and she's dealing with a similar thing as Morgan too. She's proven to be sort of cold, and she can turn off that emotion, but she's showing that she's having a bit of remorse.
One might save the other, though. So I mean, that could be a possibility too.
Yeah,
we're so late.
It might be their setup too.
Yeah. So.
We're so late into the series where even these sure things, I think it's pretty okay that people like Glenn and Maggie and Carol can die at this point. Because how long is the show going to go on for? 1 more season? Please no, it doesn't need to go on any longer than that.
I would like. Did they add another season to it? Oh, maybe not.
No, there's definitely going to be another one because they would have told us.
No, I was talking about 2 seasons from now.
God, man, I don't know if it can go that long. I'd like to see whoever this Negan guy is. They're building him up so fucking much. Just carry him out for the remainder of the series. Just carry him out.
I thought we were up to 8 seasons though that they were signed up for.
Oh my good lord!
God, the little baby's gonna be all grown up. What's her name?
Judith is gonna be like fucking Bran from Game of Thrones. Start as an 8-year-old and all of a sudden he's 20.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with your guys' predictions because since you guys watched the clip, I didn't. You're probably dead on. I thought it was a really good episode. I don't know. It's my rating is I don't know. It's I think it's an 8. I think it's an 8, and I really like. I mean, Sheamus is good. He had a moment in there where I thought he was going to turn cheesy, and because it's like every time he's on camera, he was saying some like philosophical bullshit, but whatever. But he was really fun in the episode. He was funny. He kind of kept it light, and I'm really liking Daryl. Daryl in this second half of the season. This is the character that he should have been like all the time. It's like he's never in the show. He's talking less, which works for him.
No talk, no nonsense. Yeah.
No, it's good because it's like we see him and he's just saying like one word, one-liners. Being like you had that little exchange at the beginning with Denise. Looks like shit. And just hope it tastes better. Just simple to the point. And he's looking dirtier and he's just killing people, man. I don't know. I like his character a lot. I'm enjoying his screen time, but I think it's at least an 8. What do you guys think?
I'd probably have to go around a 6. I gave last week a 6. I really liked last week, and I did like this week. I like the action in it. I thought it was really solid. It wasn't obviously like the church, like massacre, which was awesome. But it's a solid episode, and I like where it's going from here. So
you have a serious curve. Like your 8s, my 8s tend to be your 6s. I think it's higher than 6. I thought you were going to say 7. I thought you were going to say 7.
I've seen this show.
Remember, Glenn didn't die, so it already starts out as a 9.
Yeah, you lose a point there. But
it's already a negative. Yeah, it's a negative 2.
No, but I mean, this show has been better. I mean, this is good so far. But I mean, we've seen how good this show could be. And I give it high expectations. I want the best, man.
The best part of this episode was literally it had no characters. It had the best of the characters they had. I mean, they didn't have any of the shitty characters besides the scene with Morgan, but it didn't carry on too long. I didn't have bad Carl dialogue. It literally centered around Sheamus, which that stuff was good. Daryl.
You had Eugene for a second.
But like I can take them with little one-liners. That was fun. Yeah, that's all he's here for is to say
a piece
one-liner.
Of shit after
he breaks the tension, man. He's there to break the tension. That's it. I'm fine.
Should have broke his face.
He's there to say, "Did I do that?" He's your Steve Urkel, and he's out.
You know what? That's a perfect analogy. I like that.
Steve Urkel.
Except sooner or later he's going to have to turn into Stefan or Kel.
Stefan, the Urkel bot.
The Urkel bot? What the fuck?
The Eugene bot.
Yeah.
He is a scientist. That's probably what he's doing. He's working on a fucking robot. We don't know what he's doing all the time.
So then, if
you Skynet.
So then, instead of Eugene, is it just Gene? We don't know his last name, so it can't really French it up.
I don't know, Pat. What's your score?
I'm giving it an 8 too. I gave last week a 7, so I thought this, in my opinion, was better than last week. And again, we're still working with some compelling stuff here, and I want to see what happens next. So
they were consistent. They were really close in quality, and I enjoyed it. So I don't know. This is really weird for us because we've given 4 straight pretty good overall ratings on The Walking Dead.
Yeah. So to all of you who say we just hate the show, fuck you.
Yeah. Well, I saw a comment on not the last podcast we did, but the one before that, and someone deleted it. I was real sad, but I took a picture of it, and it was the first comment that we got on that particular video, and somebody just clearly gave us the old shit sandwich and just said shit podcast.
That was Michael Jordan.
Shit podcast.
Michael Jackson
from Beyond the Grave.
That's still there, but I remember because I had edited it and made it go live, and instantly we got that comment. I'm like, it hasn't even been up long enough for him to listen to it. It was literally up for 3 minutes, and then somebody immediately commented to him, and they deleted it, and saying your shit, and I thought it was going to turn into a big shit war. I'm like, yes, I want to see this, and then the your shit guy ended up deleting it, so now it's just shit podcast there, but. It's funny, and I think we had a comment or whatever on the newest one we just posted, and somebody talking about the show starting to decline. I don't understand that, or losing its luster, whatever the comment was.
No, Pat and I were talking about it last week, and we were asking what people thought about that. Because the popularity is dying off, like we were talking about, like merchandise stuff like that.
It doesn't seem to be as interwoven with pop culture as it used to be.
Well, and that's going to happen to every single show unless you're Seinfeld, and that's showing you, okay, this should be the last season or two. They call it good.
And then we were talking about that
Sopranos.
benefits. That actually benefits the show.
You know what? Maybe we're coming full circle. You're right. When Family Matters ratings started dipping, finally, they started introducing the Urkelbot. So maybe we are going to get a fucking Eugene bot.
No, but I mean, they're not catering to the main. They're not catering to the mainstream anymore, which we're
Yeah.
hoping. I mean,
But-
it's obviously shown the past 4 episodes. I mean,
Well, and it's I read an article where the reviews, the views are decline. I mean, it's still topping cable ratings and it's still doing really well, but it's slowly declining and declining and declining. I think now's the perfect time to announce, hey, I mean, I think even if it goes into 8 seasons, it'll still be fine. It's not going to go full Roseanne if they go past that. You know, it was all a dream. Rick's had his typewriter in his basement.
Oh my God!
Turns
It was
out-
all a dream.
It's going to be Roseanne. Rick, it's going to
No,
fast forward.
don't start down this thing again because it just pisses me off talking about it. We've done this before.
I think
I will burn down that production building myself if that's the case. If Rick wakes up from this fucking coma and
he
it's all
will.
been a dream, Robert Kirkman dies.
lucid dream.
Can you imagine though if Rick's in his basement like Roseanne typing the last scene of The Walking Dead, and it turns out he's just an aspiring writer, and it's actually in a sitcom format? That'd be a twist.
No.
But
not-
anyway.
I'm not putting up with it.
Just though the Talking Dead goes off the air, I'd be happy. I hate the Talking Dead. Chris Hardwick sit on a pine cone.
Guess which cast member needs their balls licked tonight? Find out coming next.
Ooh, it's Tyrese's. I'll pass.
I think Masterson was on there, Tara or whatever. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
watch it, but
it was Tara and who the hell else was on there last night? It was somebody else. Fuck. Yeah,
some
Tara
country
was fun.
singer again. I don't know.
I don't know. Forehead Underwood.
They're just going down the line, country singers.
I don't know. I've never watched a single episode of that in my life.
We should review the Talking Dead too,
No, I got too much time for that. Shit.
or we should review somebody else's review.
Yeah. Review the reviews.
No, I don't know. I could never talk about. There probably is podcast reviewing The Talking Dead, which is really fucking sad. I think us bashing it for 30 seconds at the end of our normal podcast is enough. But yeah, man, I used to love Pretty Boy Hardwick, man. He was in your movie House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah,
Yes,
when he
he
was
was.
fat and ugly, and now he's like Mr. Pretty Boy.
He was on Singled Out, didn't he? He was a pretty boy, remember that? On MTV.
Rob Zombie did him up right.
I'll give him credit because he is a genuine nerd and like is actually stoked about this stuff, but he's such a douche about it.
Well, the fact that he
he's
gets
like-
A-list celebrities on his podcast, and
And he's and he is somewhat self-deprecating because when he did the Talking Saul, which is the stupidest name ever.
oh really?
Yeah, when they did after the premiere of the newest season of Better Call Saul, they did an episode of Talking Saul, and he even said he's like, I know you guys like to give me shit, crap on Twitter, and I try not to read that stuff or really care, but you could tell that I bet you he's an alright guy to hang out with.
Well, it's the Jimmy Fallon thing. Jimmy Fallon, look, he seems like he's a nice guy. He seems like he's really friendly. He'd probably be really nice in person. He's probably really fun to hang around. But as a host, he's way too lick my balls, everything's the greatest. He doesn't really ask any questions. He
No.
doesn't really have an opinion besides, oh, you're the greatest. He
Yeah.
seems like a great guy.
Want to sing karaoke together?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he seems like, let's play Tip
board,
Cup.
yeah, play board games with Brad Pitt.
It's stupid. I mean, he's not a late night show host to me. He's not an interviewer. It's horrible. But he looks like he's clearly likable. He's clearly a likable guy. But whatever. Maybe Chris Hardwick's the same. But anyway, I think we've gone too far with this one. But anyway, let us know what you guys think of this episode. And BTM,
I ain't hating.
yeah, be you. Do what you're doing. You're obviously making more money than we are. So how much can we really say? You're making more money doing the same fucking thing we're doing.
Yeah, we've been doing it since day one, motherfucker.
Yeah.
God. When did they introduce The Talking Dead? It didn't come out the
It was
first
like
season.
season 4 or something, wasn't it?
When
Was.
they
When it started getting popular.
no, it was maybe season 3.
Season
Season 3.
Breaking Bad was
Yeah.
still because they would do Talking Bad.
But no,
Yeah,
everybody and their brother has a podcast, a Walking Dead podcast too. Obviously, our hits have gone down a lot, but
Well, it is what it is. But yeah, let us know what you think about this episode. BTMReview.com, the YouTube, iTunes, all that good stuff, and give us more feedback. Let us know Todd's shit. I'm okay to read that.
go to the Revival House on Facebook.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We
Did you
talked
talk
about it
that?
last week. Yeah, go to the Revival House. We're on there. It's a Facebook group, and we just bullshit about everything. So I love the Henry Rollins DVD you posted. That's so funny.
The Henry Rollins movie.
Yeah.
I can't even do it. It was where I'm holding it up like to watch a Henry Rollins movie or to not watch a Henry Rollins movie, and I went to not watch a Henry Rollins.
Is that like a Birdman ripoff? He has like angel wings or something.
Oh no, it looks like it's a revenge flick.
Oh, okay.
A revenge flick. Henry Rollins, as likable as he is, sometimes he's not a good actor.
I'm honestly surprised he doesn't just make movies with him just standing there with his arms crossed, looking, just completely unamused, just saying, you kids these days," just disapprovingly shaking his head with a scowl on his face, just bitching about how hardcore was way better back in the '80s. When he was lead singer of Black Flag for 3 years, and they've been a band for 20, over 20.
His living inspiration for all his like material these days, spoken word or whatnot, is basically just hipsters with MacBooks and coffee shops. I mean,
it ultimately what reminds me of the Simpsons joke of old man yells at cloud. That's all. That's all it is. That's like all old people who comment on music and stuff like that of you kids these days. If you don't like it, Henry, just shut the fuck up about it and don't listen to it. That's all there is to it.
Look, everybody, an old man is talking. Gather around, kids. Grandpa's the name.
Right.
But yeah, whatever. Yeah, Henry Rollins, if you want to make fun of that shit too, go to that Revival House page. It's a lot of fun.
Bring it on, Grandpa.
In the meantime, though, I'm Aaron.
Riverman.
Pat.
And thank you guys all, and see you next week. Bye.
Good night, Canada.
Make America great again.